Hello students, welcome to Misostudy. So in the today's session, we will be talking about origin of life. We have already started the chapter evolution. In that chapter evolution, we have already discussed about how the evolution of earth have taken place. What about the evolution of the universe? Both of these we have already discussed. Likewise, we were discussing about the evolution of life. In the evolution of life, we have discussed the different theories. The first theory was based upon theory of spatial creation. Second theory we have discussed that is related to, you can say, some cosmozoic or a spore particle. They came on surface of earth, and because of that today we have as a eukaryotic cells. So this was the two theories which we have discussed. Now we'll start the today's session with the theory of spontaneous generation. This is a third theory, theory of spontaneous generation. Theory of spontaneous generation. This theory states that spontaneous means something happened naturally, or the evolution have taken place in that respect, that certain non-living materials are there and that non-living material leads to the formation of these living material. So that means life originated from non-living materials. Life originated from non-living things. Right? In this experiment, in this theory, the thing was that life was originated from husk, life was originated from mud, and likewise this theory was sort of unrealistic. So this was the theory of spontaneous generation. Later on, various scientists came. They tried to disprove this theory, and we will be discussing about one experiment which was done by Louis Pasteur. Louis Pasteur experiment, which states that life doesn't arise from a non-living things. Now how this experiment proceeded? Let's see. First of all, he took certain sugar solution. He took sugar solution along with yeast. Right? He killed this yeast by boiling. By boiling, he killed these yeast, right? And the vessel which he took in this experiment, that vessel was a swan neck vessel. A swan neck, you can say a flask was there. And he was continuously boiling that solution of sugar. Due to boiling, whatever the yeast which was live, that become dead. As they become dead, he transferred this into two further flasks. He was continuing the experiment in two different flasks, right? Let's see how the experiment proceeded. Come at this side. The experiment was like this. Louis Pasteur experiment, right? In this is called as a swan neck flask. Called as swan neck flask, right? And he was continuously heating this flask, burner, right? In this case, the solution, the sugar solution with yeast was there. Sterilized solution was there. So what was the case in this? The sugar solution plus yeast, and here the yeast was dyed because this was a sterilized solution. Sterilized solution, right? Now again, this particular flask, let's write about this particular flask, that is a swan neck flask. right? He was boiling the content in 2 flasks. In one of the flasks, this neck was broken. So, same experiment was going on. He transferred the same into 2 sterilized flasks. Right? In one of the flasks, the neck was swan neck only. Swan neck only, right? So, the sugar solution was there. In this condition, no bacteria developed. Now, what he did? This experiment, he was doing the same experiment on both 2 of the flasks. In first of the, I have drawn only one, that doesn't mean the second is not there, the second was also there. In first flask, this is a flask 1, and same the flask 2 was happening like this only. The same kind of scenario was there on the second flask also. Both of these, he was boiling the content in both of these flasks. Right? In one of the flasks, he saw that the moisture was developed over here. Definitely, if the content will boil, here there will be a moisture development. Moisture. In this moisture, this acts as a trapping agent, due to which whatever substances, whatever the living spores which are there, they will not be able to enter into the flask. They become trapped over here only. So, bacteria were present over here. Bacteria, they were present over here. In the flask 2, so this was a flask 1. This was a flask 1. Similarly, in the second flask, the experimental conditions, they were same, but the thing was that they were having a broken neck. Broken neck was there. Similarly, they were having this sugar solution, right? Sugar solution was there. As there was a sugar solution, neck was broken. That's why the different pathogens or different, you can see the bacteria, the spores, they entered into it and there was a growth of bacteria. Growth of bacteria was seen. Growth of bacteria was seen. Right? So, this was a flask number 2. What was the conclusion of this experiment? Conclusion of this particular experiment was that when he boiled this content, or no living material was there, the yeast become died, due to which when the flasks they remain same, this flask which was a swan neck didn't allow the entry of bacteria, didn't allow the entry of spores. They become trapped over here only because droplets or the moisture or the water droplets, they were present over here. Due to which this sugar, they were sterilized only. In the second flask, the same condition was there, but the flask was broken, the neck was broken. This allows the entry of spores. Spores entered, that means a growth of bacteria was seen. That clearly means life doesn't arise from non-living things. Instead, something is present in the atmosphere. A living thing is present in the atmosphere which entered and life arise from again another life, right? And this experiment of Louis Pasteur is also called as germ theory. You must have heard of a germ theory. Germ theory. Right, the whole experiment, right? So, hope the whole experiment is clear to you. Now, Again, now it was a time for chemical evolution. Now let's see how this chemical evolution occurs. So hope you have noted down this. Now, let's talk about chemical evolution. Chemical evolution theory. Chemical evolution theory. This theory was given by Oparin and Haldane. Now, Haldane. This theory states that life always arises from some other things. That means life always arises from a chemical evolution. Certain particles, they were present earlier. Certain atomic stages they were present earlier. With the atomic stage, the molecular stage come. From the molecular stage, certain other compounds, their formation occur, and later on today we have is a organic compound present, such as we have today the lipid present, we have today the amino acid, the peptide chains, they are present. And this was very beautifully explained by Oparin and Haldane. So the line which they gave, they said that life arise from non-living atomic substances. They said that the atmosphere was reducing kind of atmosphere. Earlier atmosphere was reducing atmosphere. Right? And this theory is also called as naturalistic theory. Naturalistic theory. And this theory is called as a modern theory of evolution of life. Modern theory of evolution. Modern theory of evolution, right? So, how the things happened? I'll try to do the things step by step so that the things could be easy for you. Come at this side. First of all, he said that, first of all the substances, they were present in atomic form. Atomic form, right? What were those substances which were present in atomic form? They said that earlier atmosphere was rich in carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. All of these substances, all of these atomic forms, they were present. I am saying atomic forms, they were present, not molecular form. And one more thing, the atmosphere was reducing, temperature was very, very, very high. After this atomic form, formation of molecular form came. Molecular form, formation. Molecular form. In the molecular form, certain molecules, they come together. In this case, first of all, they combine together and there is a formation of water molecule. Formation of water molecule. Along with this water molecule, there is also formation of ammonia. and ammonia. Right? And ammonia. Not only these, oxygen, molecular oxygen was not there till that time. And when this life originated? Life originated on Earth in the last 4 billion years back. Ammonia was also there. Along with this, some dinitrogen was also present. Dinitrogen, carbon dioxide, carbon dioxide was also there, and one more thing, the carbon monoxide was also there. When we talk about the atomic form, at that time this hydrogen was maximum present. This was maximum present. This was maximum present. Right? So here the formation of the water molecule, ammonia, dinitrogen, carbon dioxide, and this is a carbon monoxide was there at that time. Right? So this was a molecular form. Students, note down this. So students, hope you have noted down this. First of all, we have discussed about the formation of the presence of atomic forms. All the gases, all the substances, they were present in atomic forms. What were those atomic forms? The carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen. Out of this, the hydrogen is present in maximum amount. After that, what has happened? With the due time, initially the reducing atmosphere was there, and due to which there is a formation of molecules, and these molecules, first of all, there is a formation of water molecules. Hydrogen and this oxygen, they combine together and they form the water molecule. Later on, there is a formation of ammonia, dinitrogen, carbon dioxide and the carbon monoxide. And one more thing, in this phase, after this, like in this phase formation, there is no molecular oxygen, no free oxygen was there. Right? So this was the second step. And we are moving towards a chemical evolution. Now, let's talk about formation of early organic compounds. Let's see. Third one, formation of early organic compound. Early organic compound. So, in the formation of early organic compound, first of all, the carbon and nitrogen, they were present. So, carbon, nitrogen, carbon and nitrogen, they combine with metallic compounds. Metallic compounds, and when they combine with the metallic compound, there is a formation of nitrides and carbides. Nitride and carbide. Carbides formation was there. Right? The first organic molecule, the first simple or early organic molecule which was formed, that was methane. Now, there is a formation of methane. Methane formation. Right? Along with the methane formation, there is also a formation of HCN. HCN formation, hydrogen cyanide. This was also seen. Simultaneously, as the temperature was high and the water vapors and the water was there. Like we have studied, there was a formation of water in the molecular form. When this water was there, temperature was high, due to which there is an evaporation of water, due to which there is a formation of cloud. When there is a formation of cloud, they precipitated in the form of rain, so the temperature with time cools down. So, water vapor condense to form what? Cloud. They condense to form cloud. Now, After this, the precipitation happened. Precipitation, and this precipitation, that means, can I call this as a rainfall? And due to which there is decrease in temperature. As I am saying the temperature was high, as I am saying the temperature is reducing, that doesn't mean within a 1 day, within a 2 day temperature decreased. That is not happening. In fact, the case was that with due time temperature cooled down and cooled down, and this is how the temperature become habitable. As this water vapor, they condense and they form cloud, the precipitation happened, due to which there is a formation of water bodies. Water bodies formation. Water bodies formation, right? So this was a formation of early organic compound. Now students, come at this side. Let's discuss about formation of simple organic compound. Let's see. Fourth one, formation of simple organic compounds. Simple organic compound. As there was formation of simple, now tell me, what were the things at present at that particular time? I am talking about the early organic compound. There was presence of ammonia, there was presence of water vapor, there was presence of carbon dioxide, there was presence of molecular hydrogen, there was presence of molecular nitrogen, there was presence of what else? The carbon monoxide. And how can we forget the this methane was also there, the HCN was also there, right? And the temperature was again, the reducing temperature was there, and the spark was also there, due to which there is a formation of simple organic compound. What are these simple organic compound? Simple organic compound are like formation of ketone, aldehyde, ketone, aldehyde, there was formation of amino acid, formation of fatty acid, formation of glycerol. Because now listen to this carefully, all of these substances, they were present in atmosphere. With time the precipitation happened. All of these substances, they moved down to water bodies, they moved to the oceans. And when they move to the ocean, there is a formation of these substances. Along with this, the formation of organic acid was also there. Organic acid, right? So this was amino acid, fatty acid, glycerol, some sugar formation was also there, like ribose. So ribose sugar, pentoses, riboses, pentoses also, pentoses, hexoses, etc. Right? So this was the formation of a simple organic compound, right? And all of these happened where? All of these formation happened in oceans. So the things should be there in your mind that these substances formation happened in oceans. Now let's talk about formation of complex organic compounds. Let's see. Fifth one, formation of complex organic compound. Now, in the formation of complex organic compound, all of these substances like ketone, aldehyde, these sugars, these amino acid, they combine together. due to which there is a formation of these complex organic compound. Here the formation, that means formation of fatty acid was there, that means the formation of polypeptides, certain proteins was also there, formation of carbohydrates, they all come under this category. So what was the case? All the simple organic compound lead to complex organic compound, complex organic compound formation, right? Complex organic compound, right? And what are these? For example, the formation of simple sugars, right? And these simple sugar, they combine. We have discussed the formation of riboses and pentoses. When they form together, they form what? Polysaccharide. This is carbohydrate. Now let's talk about proteins. Whenever these amino acid, they combine together. Amino acid. When these amino acid, they combine together, they form polypeptide. Polypeptide, or you can say some simple protein formation. And these simple protein formation here, I am talking about non-catalytic protein. Simple protein. Non-catalytic. Non-catalytic, right? Similarly, there is a formation of fatty acids as well. Fatty acid as well. And in this fatty acid, how these fatty acids are formed? They are formed by, the lipid formation. So, lipid are made up of what? Fatty acid plus glycerol. Fatty acid and glycerol. Like this, there is a formation of a nucleotide as well. Different nucleotide purines and the pyrimidines, they were also found or present. So, purine, pyrimidine. Right? And these all are the basis of chemical evolution. So, the chemical evolution have started and now it is completed. Formation of these organic compounds have taken place, the complex organic compounds have taken place, which has started from the atomic stage, then molecular stage, then formation of early organic compound, then simple organic compound, and at the end we have is a complex organic compound formation. This was the chemical evolution. After that, the biological evolution takes place. How these different cells, how these different compounds, they combine together. How they come together, how they come back together, and due to which there is a formation of a cell. Because we know that in a cell, the protoplasm is present. In the protoplasm, all of these organic compounds, they are present. Even when we talk about the outermost layer of a cell, in the outermost layer, what is present? These lipids are present, the proteins are present, some are peripheral protein and some are present in between the membrane. So, this is how they arrange themselves. How do they arrange themselves? That I will discuss in the next class. So, students, revise the things very carefully. We will meet in the next class, then we will discuss about the biological evolution. So, thank you students for watching this.